Yes, I love it. That is awesome, dude. That's a cool mask.
I thought I would get you with this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
All right, I'm gonna take it off here in a second. Hold on, I gotta adjust my camera. I just wanted to. I'm gonna be releasing it tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Yeah, on my Instagram. So I thought I would show it on here for a second, and then show Blue Mag, but
Yeah,
right
man,
there.
and the blue mag hat. Oh my god. That is fucking awesome, bro. So, yeah, talk about that for a second. Where'd you get the So what is who made this? Rogue Customs?
Yeah, this
No
is.
way.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Rogue Customs, bro.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Road Customs.
Oh my god, look at that detail. That is badass, dude. Oh my god, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It feels like the mask.
Like the paint and everything.
Yeah, you can't feel it. Like it feels like
Yeah, you can't.
it
It's
came
all smooth.
with the mask like that.
Yeah, he must have a bunch of coats of clear coat on there.
Oh man, it is. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Okay, so
Actually,
go
what's
ahead.
funny about this is that so I have a 4 month project that's been in the works.
Yeah.
Okay. Long story short, before we get into
Yeah, dude, for
everything,
sure.
so I have a 4 month project that's been in the works. I just now finished the project, and this was part of the project. So this, and if I could show you,
Oh man, that's cool.
yeah. So it's a speed kit. It's
That
from
is cool.
Soft Official.
Yeah.
It's their speed gam. So it comes with this. There's like a sliding pouch here.
Nice.
And then I have the Blue Mag, and then I played with the Lone Star Airsoft official team at the Evike grand opening,
Shit.
and then my patch. And then
Hell yeah.
this is the back side. I'm gonna take it off so I can actually like show you.
Yeah. Yeah, that is some that mask, bro. Wow.
So this is the back side.
Okay. Oh, that looks awesome, man.
Yeah, I got the Rogue Customs patch,
Yep.
the Lone Star uh, tactical gear, which is my Face Pro Blue Mag Airsoft, which are my
Yep.
BBs,
Yeah.
and then RGK, fuck RGK, and then these bad boys.
Those are cool, bro.
I got these at the event.
Nice.
So this is the grand opening slaughter patch, only released for the grand opening. There's only 50 of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, won't ever be made again. Yeah. Yeah. So
That is awesome.
that's cool, and that's the top one. And then the bottom one, uh, so I talk to Slaughter Projects every now and then,
Yeah.
and he always like he'll tease me with some things here and there, and I'm always like, man, stop teasing me, like just drop them, like. And so when I met him in person, I said, okay, you got that patch, but where's all the ones that you've been sending me? And and like, where's the teasers at? And then here he pulled this out of his backpack, literally,
Oh
and he was
man.
like, I was gonna wear it to play today. And I was like, oh hell yeah. And then I was like, well, how much do you want for it? So uh, we negotiated a price or whatever, and it's the crime scene edition for
Gotcha.
Slaughter, and it hasn't been released yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was gonna wear it to play that day. Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah, so
Oh my god.
he wasn't gonna wear it to play that day. He was gonna wear it to play that day, And then instead of wearing it to play that day, he ended up,
You
yeah,
bought it from him, and
yeah, I
you
bought
got
it
it.
from him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he was like, "You're the only one in existence with it." And I actually had to ask him. I was like, "Is it okay for me to like post it because no, it's unreleased, like nobody knows."
Right.
So I was like, "Is it okay, or do you want me to like hide it, or like what?" What he was like, "I'm cool, man. Do what you want." I was like, "It's everywhere now."
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I just had to show you that that was
Oh, for sure, dude. Well,
that
this
was
is
the
what, yeah, man, this is cool shit. Hell
that's the
yeah.
kit I wore for the Evike grand opening.
I'm gonna have to talk to Rogue Customs and see if we can get a helmet made or a mask like that or whatever with our logo on it. That'd be fucking cool, man.
Oh, dude.
He
Oh
is
yeah.
so good at what he does. He did spooky airsofts.
Oh, yeah. He's done so many people's.
Very talented guy.
I can hear you a lot better now.
Yeah, for real.
Um, you're over there like, what?
Yeah,
Um,
welcome, dude. You look awesome.
thanks, man. I got the
You
blue
got
bag.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Shout
man.
out to Blue Mag. Shout out to Rogue Customs.
Shout out to Lone
To
Star Airsoft
Lone
official.
Star.
Shout out to Lone Star Tactical Gear,
Lone Star Tactical.
and then shout out to my patch, and then fuck RGK. I actually bought that shirt too.
What now? What? Explain that.
So,
Because I've heard that, but I don't actually know the reference.
I
Or
mean,
maybe I do, and I don't know what I don't know.
he kind of explained it. It's just a funny backstory. And Slaughter Project and him made a collab for the shirts and the
Okay,
patches to say "fuck RGK." And so, and there was only like 40 or 50 of them, like
gotcha.
maybe in each size, or I don't know, but it said there was like 40 or 50 of them, and then they
Right.
sold out like within like 2 weeks. So if you didn't get one,
Damn.
you're out of luck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. So I actually got so RGK. I think they might still have a couple left. There's the ones with the black
Okay.
goggles, and then there's one with the white goggles, which is like the rare one.
Yeah.
So
That's wild.
yeah, I got that too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got two of the little black goggles so I can wear them out, and then I got the white one to put on the board so no it doesn't go missing.
No shit,
Um,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah, some of these custom patches have been. I didn't know that they would. That there's like trading. Collectors kind of shit going on with them.
oh yeah,
And I was listening to somebody. I can't remember who it is. I'm sorry, whoever it is. I just listened to the podcast. Like they just started a podcast.
yeah.
Um, like a month ago, maybe. And they're up in Michigan. That I found out about them from Titanic Swim Team, the TST
Okay,
guys that
yeah,
I
yeah. I
talked
watched
with.
that. I watched that. Those are
Yeah,
some pretty cool guys, man. Those are some
I
pretty
just did a
cool.
live stream on Instagram live last night with
Yeah,
those guys.
yeah.
I mean, I joined theirs. They invited
Okay.
me to join my,
Oh, that's
talking.
cool.
And
Yeah.
I don't think he saved it. I'm not sure how it works. I've never done Instagram live on like started one, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I think I've heard that you have an option to save it at the end or whatever, but
Yeah, you do.
I
You
didn't
do.
see it on his thing, so I'm not sure. But we were just bullshitting around, just having fun. So I just talked to them again last night.
Oh, that's awesome. They seem like some pretty cool guys, man. They seem like
Yeah,
they would carry on a conversation for hours like you and I did almost last time.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're fun, man. Like everyone I've talked with is super fucking cool. Like every single person has been somebody I'd be like, yeah, I would want to hang out with those
Yeah,
guys.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I
A
feel
lot
I
of.
feel like I have friends everywhere now. Like if I go to your area in Texas,
Hmm.
I'm hitting you up, bro.
Let me know, man. Let me know. We'll go out to eat. We'll go
Hell
play some
yeah.
airsoft. You might not play, but you'll play then.
I'm saying. Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's cool. Like, I have like some like really close friends that I wouldn't have had if I didn't. reach out, or if they didn't reach out, or if we weren't like trying to grow together or off each other, or
Right.
networking. Um, so it's really cool. It's really cool. Like one of the guys that I really like talking to is like Tonka. Tonka's cool as hell, man.
Yeah.
I I talked to him about his drip, his,
Yeah.
his style. I love his
Hmm.
style, man. He changes it up like all the time, and then
All the time,
and
dude.
then his plate carrier will match his grip, which or his sling, which will match his shoes and his
Yep.
pants or his shirt, and I'm like, oh, like
He's got some
yeah,
cool designs, man. He gets the whole get up, bro. Like the
oh
shoes,
dude,
when he takes those pictures of the whole gear laying on the ground or, laying on a tarp or something or a cami thing, they look yeah, awesome.
it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm so jelly. I'm so jelly.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tell him that all the time. I'm like, yo, I would be like you.
Yeah,
uh,
he's got the setup, man.
yeah, he's cool people, man. He's cool people. Oh man. So
Well, I
this
appreciate you being on here, man. I was excited to hear about this trip over here. So do you live fairly close, or how far was it for you to go
so
there to this event?
so yeah. So thank you so much for inviting me back. Really
Absolutely.
excited. I was actually like really, really excited. Like again before, like how I was really excited then. I was really excited again. I
Well,
was
you got some cool shit to talk about, man. Hell
oh,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that, but we try. We try. To each their own on who they think is cool or no, or what
Well, that's
happened,
true.
you know.
That's true.
But yeah, no, it was a blast. So I actually live in the DFW area, so for me to drive to Houston was only like 4 hours and 45 minutes, 5 hours,
Gotcha.
right? So it wasn't even that bad. I left like Friday, got there like 3 p.m., made sure like I had a good dinner, and then the team that invited me out to the event, actually, Lone Star Airsoft official.
Oh, okay.
They invited me out to the event because I thought about going, but I was like, yeah, you know, um,
Yeah. That's
and
kind of a long drive for, you
yeah,
know.
but I had to get brakes and rotors. That was my like,
Oh, shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up just doing it, and then and going and hanging out, and had to eat at some amazing restaurants, man. 10 out of 10, bro. If anybody's in
Damn.
Houston, bro, go go to Mamacita's. Go to
Oh, yeah.
Mamacita's. It's
It sounds good already.
oh man, it is to die for. I had my first boil. I've never had a boil before.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Texas born and raised, so
Yeah.
I didn't really travel that much, so I've never had like a crawfish boil. So
Gotcha.
I had a crawfish boil for the first time, snow crab, potato, corn. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I ate the whole bowl. It was gone. It was gone. It was a lot, but anyways, yeah, it was a fun trip. I
So
got to
how did Lone Star end up inviting you out? Do you guys have you talked with them on Instagram or?
so there's two like branches. There's a Dallas team and a San Antonio team,
Okay.
and so the Dallas team I know like all the members of LSA on the Dallas team. So I was like, and I hang out with some of them, and I knew some of them before they joined LSA. Like I played airsoft
Gotcha.
with them beforehand, and actually recently they invited me out to DFWAP, which I put on my YouTube, which is DFW Adventure Park,
Hmm.
and then they invited me out to play with them at Giant Party Sports for the KWA Tactical League event, which is
Nice.
also there on my YouTube. Yeah, so they invited me out to these two big events, or big events, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And so I went with them, and I mean, those guys love the way I play. I love the way they play. We play similar ways. So after that, they were like, they my buddy on the team, Lars, LSA Lars, and LSA Major. Lars invited me. He was like, "Hey man, you should come up with us to the thing." And like I said, I was on edge. And then once I fixed the car, I was like, let's go." So that's how I ended up actually like going. Was they were invited me, and once they invited me, it kind of pushed me to like, okay, like let's go, because
Hmm.
they ran 16 deep that day
Woo.
in an indoor CQB. Oh yeah,
Damn,
Oh yeah, 16 deep. Oh yeah. I would have to say they were the biggest team like out there by far.
that's crazy.
By far the biggest team out there, 16 deep. And the San Antonio team and the Dallas team met like there. And some of those guys haven't met before. So it was so like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, yeah, they've always talked online, but they've never met because they're two different branches. Yeah.
Yeah,
So for them, it was like, it was so cool to like see their reaction and see how excited they were just to meet somebody they've been talking to for
right.
so long. Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, what a cool event to meet at as well. And
Oh,
for everyone listening or watching this later, this what we're talking about is the Evike grand opening in Houston. They just opened a new store in Houston, and I remember you texted me last week, kind of out of the blue, like, "Hey, are
yeah.
you going to
Yeah.
this event or
Yeah.
to the grand opening?" And I was like, because I think maybe you reposted something from
Mhm.
on there on your story. I must have liked it or something, and
Yeah,
then
you did
you
you did like it, and I was like, "Is Trifecta gonna that's gonna be cool." I was like, "I get to
yeah,
see Trifecta, that'd be
I was
dope."
like, man, that's a 18-hour drive. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Captain Cap, I'm naming a lot of people today, Jesus. Captain Cap on Instagram, uh, he I saw him, he was in his Captain America uniform with the shield, and his vest
What?
was, like, red,
Oh,
white,
I
and
gotta
blue.
look these people up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Cap.
Yeah, Captain Cap. Should be all one word. He has, like, 5K followers, around 5K.
Uh,
Let me see.
maybe I spelled it wrong. Let's see. On Instagram.
Yeah.
Damn it! I don't see it.
Let me see if
I
I can.
gotta I gotta find these, and then I'm gonna follow the LSA guys. I'm not sure if I follow them.
Probably not. They're actually not like they're not that big.
Yeah. Oh
They're
shit! I don't care. You know
yeah.
me.
No, I know you. You're an awesome
I'll
dude.
follow whoever, man.
You're an awesome dude.
Oh,
But
thank you.
yeah, no. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. Call sign Cap, not
Oh, call
Captain.
sign cat. Okay.
I call him Captain Cap because he dressed as Captain America.
I'm
uh,
like, what the fuck?
yeah,
It's
you
not
can see
coming up.
on his
Oh, here it is. Okay.
yeah call
Got
sign
it.
Cap. If you look at his most recent, for anybody that's looking here, you can see.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Let's I can pull it up on the screen here. Hold on.
But
Or I can
but
just share
yeah,
the
it
screen.
was, he took a picture with Jet. He took a picture with me. He took a picture with a couple people. He's a really cool guy. He's a really cool guy. It was great meeting him.
Here, I'll share the stream or I'll share it on your screen there.
Ah, there you go. Yeah,
Here we go.
yeah.
Oh,
So
oh, I am following him. Okay. Shit.
yeah, there you go. But yeah, so if you see, yep, there it is. He's dressed in his captain uniform.
Yeah.
And before he put on that plate carrier, which is his plate carrier,
Yeah.
he put on a Captain American plate carrier. Oh man, it was great.
That's awesome, dude.
It was great. Oh man, he's
Yeah,
a
yeah. Okay. See, I remember this post. Yeah. All right.
yeah. This is what he had.
Yep. That plate carrier.
Yep, that one right there. Yep. So
Hell yeah. Oh, I
so
need to talk to this guy, dude.
oh yeah, he
Pretty
travels a
cool.
lot. But so the reason why I brought him up to tie this
Yeah.
back to what we were talking about, you said it would be an 18-hour drive for you. It was a 12-hour drive for him.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh, where's he out of? Oh, he's in
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right by me. Okay.
So that's why I said something about him is because it tied in with what you were talking about.
Yeah, man. Listen, I mean, there's no excuse. I can't say that I couldn't have done it.
But no, I thought you were going, so I hit you up. But
I know, man. No,
yeah,
because you sent me that, and I was like, grand opening, and the stories go away, so I couldn't
yeah,
see what I was like trying to find before I texted you back that little question mark. I was like, what? Man, I'm gonna sound really dumb if I'm like what did I say I was going to or and then it's like fuck it, whatever. I sent you a question mark. You were like, oh, the Evike, grand opening. I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that way. Yeah, no,
I
not
was like,
good at
where is
that
it? Where is it? Oh, Texas? No, I'm not driving to Texas.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Hell yeah,
awesome.
man.
No, but the event was, man. So the next day the event started, but I went there early to Evike, right? So I got there at like 3 p.m. Friday. The event
Yeah.
started on Saturday. I got there late because of the that team wanted to do a dinner, and I wanted to be there, and I wanted to have my own dinner because I'm weird. I like food. um, but no, so we got to the doors of the Evite grand opening, and we went there, and they were like, "Yeah, we're closed right now," and it was Friday at 3 p.m., like 3 4 p.m., and I was like, "Closed, y'all." It says y'all close at 6:30, right?
Yeah.
But I said that in my head because when he said close,
Right.
I was like, ah, okay, well, I tried.
Yeah.
I tried. Yeah, so they uh they closed early and I was like, wow. I was like,
So
well,
when the event didn't start that night?
no, the event started on Saturday
Oh.
morning. So
Oh, that's probably so they
I
closed early to get set up or something.
yeah, yeah. Well, the reason why
Okay.
I brought that into the conversation because when I left, there was like 7 or 8 people camping out already. Yeah,
Holy
at like
shit.
4 p.m. Friday, and the event starts in like 10 a.m., 9 a.m. in the morning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And so throughout the night of that Friday night, friends kept going over there or whatever, checking it out and giving us up. All right, there's 20 people. All right, there's 25 people. All right, oh what?
Oh
Y'all
my
gotta be kidding
god.
me. And at the
Oh,
event, the first 50 got a gift.
okay.
So those people are trying to get be the first 50, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So knowing that there was a lot of people that were going to be camping out, we didn't know how much by the end of the night. Not including 3 a.m., 2 a.m., so forth and so on.
Right.
So we were like, oh, so we got there at like 7 a.m. in the morning.
Uh-huh.
The event doesn't start till like 9, 10 a.m.
Right.
So we got there like 7 a.m., more like 6:30, and we were in line, and there was tents,
Oh.
and people with like the lawn chair. There's a dude with like the ground foldable hammock. Like I
Oh
swear,
shit.
everybody's gear out. Like man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Um,
So do you know what the gift was for the first 50?
I don't remember. It was either the sack or it was like a gun.
Hmm.
I don't quite remember. It was one of those, either a sack or a gun. Because you can
Yeah.
either buy online on Evike on the grand opening, you could buy the Evike like bag,
Yeah.
or I say Evike, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh well, Evike.
It's hard to change, man. I've tried to change it. It's too hard.
So many people say e-bike. It's just
Yeah.
so hard. It's like listen, yeah. Anyways, but they give you a sack. You can buy it online, and you can either buy the game day or you can buy the sack and the game day, which is like a discounted price. But it was only $40,
Oh shit. That's good.
and the sack came with goodies like a patch,
Okay.
a golden ticket chance, and the golden ticket gave you a free gun, like
Uh
$100 less gun.
somebody got a golden ticket and posted. Somebody I follow.
A couple people did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know like who specifically,
Yeah, I
but
can't remember. I can't
um,
remember. Yeah, somebody got one of those.
actually, it was really cool to see the golden ticket expressions because like two of the LSA guys got the golden ticket, and they read it and they were like, "Oh, cool, free gun, like because they have like $2,000 guns or $1,000 guns or like $800 gun, so it's like free gun. And then
Gotcha.
I saw a little kid
Right.
get the sack and a free golden ticket, and he was, oh man, it was like Christmas Day for
Oh,
him.
dude.
Oh
I mean,
my
that's really like the
god.
golden ticket from Willy
Oh
Wonka, man.
dude,
He was going nuts.
oh my gosh, his reaction was just like priceless, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Priceless. He cheek to cheek, looking like Sandy Cheek. I'm telling you, man. He was just out there. He was like, his buddy was standing next to him. He was jumping up and down. He was like, oh my god, oh my god. He was like, look, 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 not me, not you, me, not you, me, look.
Oh, that's
Like,
awesome.
oh man, he was like, he ran to his parents. He was like, oh my god. Like, dude, it was awesome. It was awesome. Like to see like kids' reactions like that and like people's reactions. They were like, "Oh my god!"
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to free. It was cool.
Oh,
It
that's
was
cool.
cool. Yeah, and then to see the people. So you got the trading cards, and so they did a trading cards thing. And if you get like a royal flush, the highest royal flush gets like this big Evike giveaway.
Oh, shit.
Super big, like 4 guns in like the $200 to $300 range, like ammo like that will last you 6 months, like
D-
uh, patches galore. Oh,
Dude.
like a box of patches, like the ones that they're like, oh, we're gonna throw this away. They're like, yeah, we're gonna just here you go, like
Oh, my
boxes of patches.
God.
It was super cool giveaway, and it's funny because the LSA guys won it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, my God.
They won it because they're playing. They're like Pokemon trading or like Yu-Gi-Oh trading or like trading card trading. They were going up to, oh bro, the line was so long by like 8 o'clock. It was so long, like going out to the street almost. Like it was so long. Like forget the parking lot. It was out in the street almost. It was bad. But luckily I was like the first 62, so I was like,
Gotcha.
woo. Yeah, felt good getting there early, but yeah, it was a crazy event. The LSA guys won because they were playing Pokemon trade. They were going person to person down the line,
Yeah.
down the line. Hey, you got this card. You got a 6 of diamonds. You got it was
Oh, so they're trying to get that royal flush.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It was yeah.
Okay.
Hey, there's no rules to it. You can
No,
play. You
yeah.
can
That's cool, though.
so they would help people too. They're like, "Hey man, I'm looking for a king." You'd be like, "Oh, I got a king. You got what I'm looking?" Yeah, they traded up. I
Right.
remember one of the LSK guys. He had like 12 cards, but he only needed two because he had like three others or whatever, and he only needed two
Right.
more. And this guy was like, "I'll take 6 for that one, for his one."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Deal." Gave up 6 cards. Like, they were trying to help people out. It wasn't like they were
Right.
like, "Oh no, these cards are all
Oh,
mine." Like,
yeah.
yeah. They
No,
were
that
just,
makes it fun, though.
oh yeah, oh yeah. It was awesome to see that they were like, "Yo, I got the royal." Like,
It's cool. You know what's cool, though, is the kind of impromptu, this. So Evik puts out these cards and says, hey, if you have this, whatever. And then everyone just kind of, the spontaneous thing happens that makes it fun,
dude,
Like,
makes it
dude.
makes it where next time everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, I can't wait to go trade cards again." Like,
Oh, yeah.
like I
Yeah.
know it gives people
And
more
then
of a
they'll
motivation.
add something, a twist to it or something. It'll make it, interesting. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Or you can't trade cards before the no.
Yeah, right. No, they'll just make it like something else.
Yeah, they'll make it interesting for sure.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, the after we got to walk in, you get to choose if you want to walk to the arena or through the store. I got my GoPro there so I can record. But anyways, the staging was outside, and if you've never been to Texas and you're watching this, Texas is hot. Okay, Houston heat is a different heat. It's a humidity heat. Okay.
Oh,
So it's not just hot. It's like dry heat. It is hot. Oh. And so um the outdoors, I mean they had covers and awnings, but
right.
there's only so much you could do. And then there was like 1,000 people there.
Holy shit.
I don't know about all at once or who just went through the store and came out and
Right.
went through. I don't know none of that. But according to Evike, there's about 1,000 tickets, pretty much sold and out. The 1,000 people
Jeez.
that showed up. So just imagine, like it was pretty packed, but
Oh yeah.
they laid it out really well so that it didn't feel as packed. Like it only
Okay.
felt like 500 people, 400 people were there. It didn't
Right.
feel like a
Because
thousand.
people were at different places, like checking things
Yeah,
out, and it kept
people
it
were
moving. And
indoors playing because they had the play was, but the outdoors
oh
inside
yeah.
the staging area, they had fans going, blowing mist and stuff.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Those are
oh,
nice.
free
Yeah.
water, free pizza, like
Wow.
oh, and I mean free pizza for the entire event, not just hey, you better get
That's
here within
crazy.
yeah, yeah, not the hey, get here within 3 hours, to get free pizza. It was
Yeah.
free pizzas here,
Bro.
so that was
That
cool. The
that local
water
pizza
was
place,
cool.
boy, was busy as
Oh,
fuck. We need 250 pizzas. Like,
oh, dude, no, they were on site. They were on site cooking, man.
oh, that's
Yeah, out
awesome.
of the van or whatever. I was like, I walked up and I got a little interview. I was like, so these pizzas free? He was like, all free. I was like,
Damn.
that's a lot of pizzas, man.
Right?
And of course they were just slices, but I mean they're pretty good. And you can take as
Oh
many
yeah,
as you
that's
want.
good.
So you want 4 or 5 slices? Take 4 or 5 slices. You want
Bro, that's
yeah, they
crazy.
didn't put a limit. Kids were over there grabbing 3, 4 for themselves. I mean, no limit. Have fun. It was a real blast. There was water everywhere. Water in coolers.
Wow.
Water at Chrono. So when you're sitting in the Chrono line, because Chrono's going to be long. You know,
Yep.
out of 1,000 people, probably 400 are at least playing. At
Yeah.
least. So
That takes a while too.
oh yeah, and then the chrono rules and the safety rules. So I actually didn't have a gun. I had one gun that was available for this event because of the rules. I have 3 guns. One of them was only available. The
Uh,
other one doesn't have a safety, and that was the issue. Gun has to have a safety,
gotcha.
and it has to have a safety, and your joules have to be 0.85.
Woo, that's low.
Man, I still
Because
got
it's
marks.
because it's yeah, because it's close. It's all
Yeah,
it's indoor. Yeah.
yeah. And it's funny because my local field is 1 joule for PBR, and a CQB indoor field is 0.85. So it's like when I get hit in my outdoor field, it hurts a lot more than when I got hit
Right.
here.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, they had the staging, and then they had some you know vendors.
Mm-hmm.
Body Armament was there. Uh, Arceus, I probably butchered that. They're a gun brand. Um, they had Skirmish, which is the game tags. I don't know if you're familiar with Skirmish.
No.
So Skirmish, where is it? So Skirmish, which is this band,
Yeah.
it's a magnetic code bar, and you get a code on the back, and you buy it before you go in the field. And there's some fields around the U.S. that have this. And so what it does is it operates as your respawn band. It operates as your objective capturing band. It operates. Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, and this all feeds into an online profile, right? This
What?
all. Oh yeah.
Do they
It
have a Instagram? I'm
um
gonna check
I
them out.
believe I believe so. Yeah, yeah, they do actually. It should be called Skirmish. Yeah, I'll pull it up real quick. Let's see. Yeah,
Is it the
Skirmish.
paintball one?
No, Skirmish underscore airsoft. So it's like skirmesh. S
Yeah,
K
skirmish.
SKIRMESH underscore airsoft.
I'm gonna share the screen and see if this is the one you're talking about, because I'm not following them yet. Um, but I think this is the one. Skirmish airsoft.
I heard it. Where is it? Watch.
Yeah, you got to click on the watch stream.
Yeah. No, that's not it.
No.
Mm-mm. Huh.
Oh, it's you said it was skirmish with a E.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Uh,
like
s-
skirmish.
got it.
Oh.
Here we go. Here it is. I
Yep,
found it.
yep. So
I found it.
so
Okay, so this thing taps into a. So what is there like a at the field that
so
field has to have some kind of hub or something that reads that or connects to Wi-Fi?
yeah, so they have a box that has a magnetic, sensor, obviously, that when you put this up to, it scans it.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Yep.
so for each objective, there's a box that you
Oh,
scan,
okay.
and it's
Okay.
so cool because you can watch it real time.
Oh, that's cool.
So like EA, which is Extreme Airsoft, which you see their logo right there on the shared screen.
Yes.
EA Extreme Airsoft have it at their field. So if
Got
you
it.
go to, I don't know if it's Skirmish website or their website, but you can
Yeah.
actually see in live time. Um, Maybe it's at the field only. I'm not too sure, but you can see live time the objectives being taken over. So
Oh,
if
that's cool, dude.
oh yeah, so let's say I'm on red team, right? You
Yeah.
can you when you the scan goes through, it changes and it oh dude, it's so cool.
That
It's
is
so cool.
cool.
Yeah, it gives you
Okay.
it doesn't give you your kill stats, it gives you your death stats because every time you scan it at your base, it counts it as a respawn because you have to scan it to respawn.
Yeah.
So it
So you
counts
go
you.
back to your spawn, tap it, and then you go back out.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
See, I've seen this technology before, and there's a bar here in South Carolina. I can't remember what it's called, 127 tap, something tap or whatever. But they've got 127 taps, like beer
what?
taps, on the wall.
What?
So yeah, dude, the whole wall. It's a really long, wall on the bar. There's like 127 different beers on the wall, and when you first get there, you they put one of those rubber bracelets on you. They like
Yeah.
tap it on something, like I guess it clears it. You
Okay.
put it on,
Yeah.
and then every time each one of those taps, those when you take your glass up there to refill it,
Yeah.
if you want to get a different beer or whatever, you tap your wrist, you tap that thing to the magnetic thing up there, and it tells, it stores all that info, like what beer you're getting. So that's how you check out when you leave. You go up and you tap the thing at checkout, kind of like tap to pay or whatever, but you tap your
Yeah.
bracelet and it brings up the whole log of, well, somebody like me and my buddy that went there, we'll have a fucking long ass list of what beers we drank, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't just like one or two, you know what I'm saying? So, but we're 127. We want to try all of them. Okay, so I
Right
think
now.
I think we made it through like 15 that night. But
Wow.
you know, yeah, it's but that's the only place I've seen that kind of technology. It's really cool that they're using it for stuff like this, though.
Yeah, yeah. So they had a vendor there too, which is I think I don't want to misinformation, so I won't say who I think they are. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, they had some workers there that helped out the at the event and like try to like tell people more about it. And they're really not expensive. I think it was like maybe like not even $40.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, $40 for a bracelet that's yours now. So when I take it to another field that has,
Oh, you keep it.
yeah, I own it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So when I take it and go to a different field that has the same
Yeah.
software, it will work.
Oh, that's awesome. See, I was thinking that maybe that was just for that Evike event or something. Okay.
Oh no.
So
Oh
you just
no.
get it, and then whatever field has it, you
Oh
can use that.
yeah.
See, this
Oh
is really
yeah.
smart. I'm gonna tell you. Hey, shout out to Skirmish for setting something like this up because the one main thing that is an issue that I've seen. I've only been to one mill sim, but from what I've heard and what I've listened to people talk,
Yeah,
people I've talked with, whatever, all these mill sims they're out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, they got to be right.
most of the time, yeah,
No fucking service,
yeah,
right? Very sketchy service. They'll
yeah,
have a Wi-Fi thing set up, but the field's so damn big, it doesn't cover, but a tiny part of it that's out of the playable area. So you can't get real time updates from these like if they wanted to use like these apps or
right,
whatever
right,
on people's phones or
yeah.
whatever.
See them live.
the
Yeah,
right, the
yeah,
communication part is an issue, so that something like this is it's localized,
dude,
so
and
it's
it's
fail
crazy.
proof.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy how they operate. I definitely suggest you do more research into it. But
it's pretty cool,
yeah,
man.
so yeah, it was definitely an experience because that was my first time in an indoor field,
Yeah,
and that was my first time with a skirmish band.
I'm gonna tell you what dude, this could lead to something a little kind of like what I had in the military back in when I was in 89 to 93. We were using the system for training that was called LARS. I can't remember what it stood for,
Okay,
but it was like laser something.
right.
And we had if anyone's ever seen, or if you have, the movie Heartbreak Ridge, there's a scene in there where they're on they're fighting against this other team, like a skirmish, whatever,
Yeah.
training, and they have this LARS system on. It's like a strips that you just put over, kind of like over your shoulders, and it goes over your chest and your body, whatever, and it has little tiny fobs or whatever, and it's like all it is laser tag. And then they have a fitting that goes into the end of our M16s,
Okay.
and that is like a laser.
Yeah.
It's really just laser tag, but these things are supposed to be pretty accurate as to where you get hit, whatever. But
Right.
and then they beep. So when you get shot, they beep, and now your gun won't shoot. Like it shuts your gun
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Yeah. Like laser tag. Yeah.
Right. So I'll tell you what would be cool. This magnetic thing, if they put some kind of stuff, in the BB that would these magnets would read, where now you put instead of just the bracelet, you could have the bracelet, but you could have a vest on a plate carrier that has this in it,
Yeah.
and now it's linked to your gun or your wrist or whatever, and then it knows how many shots you fired and then how many hits you got because it reads
Hmm.
that you hit somebody.
Hmm.
That'd be
Yeah.
fucking cool, man.
It's actually funny that it's funny that you mentioned this because when I was there talking to them, I mentioned the same exact thing you did.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, this is not,
So,
definitely not the epiphany of ideas. It's just that when you think, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have thought of this.
oh, dude,
When you see
I
something like that.
I even mentioned I was like, it's cool that you count your deaths, but it'd be even cooler if you can count your kills.
Right.
And we started talking about it and how to do it, right? Like so, like Top Golf has a system, and that's how they keep track of the balls, right? So it's kind of
Ah,
you would do the if you ever been to Top Golf, have you
I
been?
haven't been there,
Okay,
but we have
so
like two of them real close to us. Yeah.
if you know Top Golf, long story, Top Golf, when you hit the ball, it actually tracks the ball and how far it goes,
Oh, okay.
and it tracks it where it lands, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you have to have something that tracks the ball, right? So
Yeah.
take that same system, yeah. So, anyways, we
That's cool though.
we had a pretty great conversation about the software behind it and what potentially could be future makings of. But right now, I'm pretty sure, I don't speak for them, but I'm pretty sure they're just trying to get their name out there, the system out there,
Right.
the workings of it at first. So
Sure. That's
the
a pretty cool setup though.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty neat. So they were there as a vendor, and so they had a bunch of vendors out there, and then they have your airsoft celebrities, right? The airsoft players with bunch of followings. Like Airsoft Alfonso was there.
Was he? Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, Airsoft Alfonso was there. Fee Me how Airsoft. I butchered that terribly. It's a
Who is
female.
it?
It's a female airsofter. I don't know.
Femme Fatale.
Yeah, Femme Fatale. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Femme
I
Fatale
think
was
she's from the
there.
UK.
I have no idea. I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know who she was
Yeah.
until the event. So
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram. Okay.
yeah. Sorry about that. Whoever sees this, so just
You're fine, dude.
um.
It's cool.
But anyways, so they were U.S. Airsoft was there. So Scott
Oh,
held him back.
yep.
I like I talked to Scott and he's from my local field, so like he's been to like 4 of the events I've been to recently, so it's been cool. Every time I see him, I'm like, yo, what's up? And he's like,
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
yeah, yeah. So then who else was there? Unicorn
Yep.
Airsoft, the chick. I don't know
Yeah,
her
I follow
exact
her.
name, but yeah. Call sign Blue was there.
I don't think I.
She's not a celebrity. She was just there, like
Yeah.
Captain Cap. Um, there's a lot of people, but the celebrities, those three, um, Jet,
Oh.
Desert Fox. I said Desert Air Fox. Desert Fox, Jet.
That's all right, dude.
Oh man. But he was there. And yeah, there. I mean, it was a bunch of people. It was really fun. Really fun to meet a lot of the people that like I like seen or haven't seen on Instagram,
Right.
and to like see them or have somebody see them or know them and be like, oh, that's blah blah blah. I'm like, huh? And then to see who they are, like that was cool. So it was really fun. It was really fun to experience that. So
Yeah.
but I didn't really play much day one, grand opening. I played like maybe 4 games.
Gotcha.
But they were running games like crazy.
I'll bet.
I think it was like 10, 15 minute games.
Yep.
Like, I mean it's indoor. You can't really run 30-minute games. You get
No, it
boring.
was probably packed. There's so many
Oh,
people waiting.
dude, it was like I mean, there's probably what was it? 28 to 28, 30 on 30 like at a time. Yeah, like 60 people in an indoor CQB arena at one time.
Whoa.
Yeah, no.
So was it pretty big? Like the arena
Um,
is pretty big?
so it was. I mean, it's sizable enough to hold 60 people going back and forth. Dying, respawning, dying, respawning, dying, respawning. It definitely was an event that you were not walking in there going, I'm not getting killed. Like no. That was not happening. You were getting, yeah. I mean, people were spawn sweeping. I mean, I spawn swept like 3 times. I know a lot of guys spawn swept like a bunch of different times. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. And again, I ran with the guys that were 16 deep.
Right.
So when they all played on the same team, it was pretty gnarly, dude. It was pretty gnarly. I think at one point there was a spawn camp that happened because they had each door
Oh
blocked.
shit.
Yeah, so there's 3. So it's like a Call of Duty map. That's the best way I could put it. It's like a
Right.
small Call of Duty map, right? Like if you ever played Rust, it's kind of like Rust.
Gotcha.
You got your middle area, minus your pipes and whatever. You got your middle area,
Right.
you got your left lane, and you got your right lane, right? That's what it was. In the middle area, there was 2 bunkers that were actually 2 stories, or one story of from where you were. So you
Right.
climb the stairs, and then there was a windows on opposite sides, so you can look out the window and shoot people. Oh, that was cool. That was cool because certain windows were in certain places. So like one of the windows was right above the other team's spawn.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you can
Oh shit.
so as they're running out of spawn, you're sitting up in the window going, oh, dude,
Oh my god.
dude, dude, oh,
I
dude,
gotta see it.
it was a trip. It was a trip. It was crazy. One of my buddies posted a high ground video. Catalyst 6mm Maniac, I think. That's his YouTube, but he posted a high ground video, and he actually has me on the other team in that second floor window.
Oh shit.
I was so he was posted up in a room like trying to do this, and he didn't know I was up there because that was the first time him and I played, and so we didn't know there was an upstairs. So I had just found it. So when I found it, I didn't
Oh
even know
shit.
how of a god spot it was. Right? I was just like, oh, there's a lot of people, and then I was like,
Oh
oh,
shit.
those same people are coming back.
Oh my god.
It clicked when I looked because the window has bars on it like a jail. So you
Gotcha.
have to shoot through the bars, and they're metal bars. So it's kind of hard to shoot out of
Right.
if you don't aim right, and it's hard to shoot in if you don't aim right. So
Yeah.
it's really cool. But yeah, so the field was split up in three ways, and one of the major things that I really praise the field for is they have a viewing, but the viewing is like a wall with a window, and it's like a big window, so you literally see into the arena the same height as the
Oh
guys
yeah.
playing and everything, and it goes around. So so there's rooms on the one side of where all the windows are,
Yeah.
and so you're watching players. You can watch a third person point of view of one person on another team behind the corner and somebody else on the other corner, like you would if you're a cameraman or something, and
Oh
you're
shit.
like,
That's cool.
and you're seeing something as a cameraman. You're like, oh, this is gonna be good, like on a Milsim or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're in the window, right, and you're watching it and the people in the arena can see you
Right.
out the window. So if you're like, you know,
Oh shit. Oh. Oh no.
so if your buddy's across the window and you're about to hit the corner, doing
Oh
it.
shit. They'll probably change that soon. They'll put that reflective,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it's like a mirror on one side
Oh,
or kind of,
I hope so because that is a way people can. But
right.
another thing that I saw um, was I was like ready to breach a room, right? And I was about to breach a room, and off the reflection of the glass, I
Uh,
saw somebody in the corner. So then it goes to, do I take this knowledge and use it, or like how do I not use it?
yes.
How do I not use it, right? So
How can you not?
right.
Hey, what's seen cannot be unseen.
So, yeah. So, a nade fixed that problem, but
There you go.
yeah, they actually had nades there at the indoor field.
Oh, that's cool.
Sound grenades, of course, no pyros. Um,
Right, right.
but yeah, it was really cool to see that and see nades because it's just such a
Yeah.
small field. Like I'm 6'4", so me running, I can reach from my spawn to their spawn almost before they even get out of spawn.
Yeah.
Depending on who's there and who's whatever their
Sure.
speeds, but for the most part, somebody not even my size, just somebody fast, right, could reach that spawn like really quickly.
Hmm.
So a lot of the times you would have is some of the newer players would get out of spawn and be like, "Oh yeah, this is a cool field." Like kind of wander around, whatever,
Yeah.
and you would have you would have somebody coming from the corner and they're sweeping the spawn within like the 10 seconds of the game starting.
Uh-huh.
So if you don't have everybody going everywhere, somebody's getting through the gap, and it's not going to be pretty. And I will admit, somebody got through a gap and put me on the ground. not
Oh shit.
not really put me on the ground, but he shot me up.
Yeah.
And he shot like six people up. So yeah, he got through that back door, that little hole. That's all you need, man. As long as you cross that hole and you're behind, you can kill a whole team and not be seen. Like I came through somebody's spawn, and so when they're spawning, it's as easy as I said as wristband,
Mm.
right? So that's as easy as a spawn is, just like
Right,
almost as a
right.
touch. That's how fast it is.
Yeah.
So when you're spawn sweeping, you got to be like head on a swivel because you can turn around and someone be out of spawn.
Gotcha.
So I spawn swept once and I didn't see anybody when I came out, and I took a left and I busted a right, and around that corner, around their spawn corner, there was 7 dudes just standing there, and I was like,
Oh
because
shit.
they were out of spawn, right? So you can't shoot in the spawn box, which is like a 10 by 10 or a 5 by 5. I'd say more like a 5 by 5. And
Yeah.
so you spawn in the box. So if you're in the box, you can't shoot in the box. But if you're inside the box, you can shoot out of the box.
Gotcha.
Okay? So you can't
Oh, so
really.
that's how they kind of set the balance
Exactly.
for okay. Instead of saying nobody past this point, to spawn camp, we'll give the people that are spawning a chance to get out. They can shoot their way out,
Yep.
and you can't shoot them while they're in that spawn box, but
Yep.
they have a chance to shoot their way out and get out. Okay,
Yep.
that kind of makes it cool.
Yep.
Okay.
So, so when I hit that corner, I saw 6 standing out, and I was like, "Oh!" And I killed all 6 because they weren't expect because I hit the corner really fast. I was running, so
Yeah.
they didn't expect me. I didn't expect them. Like,
Right.
yeah. So and then I continued running, and then like I got shot in the back, and then I turned around, and it was a dude I shot, and I was like, he was like, "Man, you shot me in the spawn," and I was like, "Your spawn's in the box. You're outside the box. Like, sorry." Like there's not
He
much
didn't
I
know.
can
He didn't
do.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, and man was super, super chill about it, super cool. He was like, "You're
Yeah.
right." And instead of like saying anything or trying to make a situation, he said, "You're right," respawn and chased me.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And I'll tell you, the man got me. Because after running, I was like, because I've never ran in a mask before or anything, right? And I'm not used to like the whole speed stuff. I'm used to like running a little bit and then like chilling for a second and running a little bit
Right.
and like chilling for a second. So like I was like catching my breath, and I didn't expect him to chase me. So like not even like 2 seconds of me like he bah, 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 bah. I was like, oh yep, yep.
So yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So that is a little different than what like you play or you ref at an outdoor field.
Yeah, yeah. I ref at 878 Airsoft. I'm a
So
party ref. Yep.
right. So they don't. So in the outdoor field, do they have like a spawn camping? Like you can't go past a certain point. I'm not sure.
So it depends on what field you go to, right? Because
Yeah.
I mainly, I used to mainly go to D14 Airsoft, so it really depends on what field you go to. So 878 Airsoft, depending on the game mode, right? So the game mode can be
Gotcha.
whatever. Depending on the game mode, like there's no limit. So
Gotcha.
like the minute you respawn, I can shoot you.
Mm.
Now, because the field is a little longer
Hmm.
and the competition is, somewhat.
It's harder to get to that
It's
point.
exactly. You can, but it's a lot harder.
Right.
Um, then, at D14, if you're swarming the spawn, depending on how much time it takes. So,
Mm.
like, I've seen the refs at D14 give it like 5 minutes of, if they're spawn camping hard, nobody can get out of spawn.
Right.
Like there's no way. There people
Yeah.
have tried. They're telling the ref they've tried. There's just no way.
Right.
Or there might be a way, but it takes everybody. Like just something, unfortunate situation.
Right.
The refs will say, "Hey, go back
Yep.
half field, or go back 50 feet, or go back
Hmm.
200 feet, or
Yeah.
then they'll push people back." But I've also had seen things at D14 where if you're in the spawn, like if you're almost in somebody's spawn and you're spawn
Yeah.
camping, you're dead. They kill you,
Oh, gotcha.
and you have to walk back to spawn. So like it really it's situational. So sometimes,
Yeah.
depending how close you are, they'll tell you to walk back halfway and then respawn, or they'll kill you and tell you to walk back all the way,
Gotcha.
or they'll push people back. But for the
They
most,
just try to keep it balanced so that
exactly,
yeah,
D14 tries to keep.
there's constant gameplay.
Right, and there's so much people that go to D14 that it's
Yeah.
an it you won't spawn trap everybody,
Hmm.
but you can spawn trap a handful of people to be, pissed off enough. So, I mean, I've of anytime I've ever like, oh, that's their spawn, I beeline, 90-degree the other way, but about sideways from their spawn. Like I'll
Right.
get 300 feet from their spawn, call it good, 200 feet in the bush or something.
Yeah.
Um, I've only been in that situation maybe twice, ever.
I want to see. I want to pull up some pictures of their grand opening, and I'm
Yeah,
looking on their where I'm on their Instagram, the Evike,
yeah.
and I don't see any
I don't. Uh,
unless.
all they have is that short video that they just posted.
So did their original one get taken down? Are they one of the ones that their Instagram got taken down? They had to start over. Who was that? SS.
SS.
Oh, okay.
It almost happened to Evik, but then it happened to SS. So, dude, that's so unfortunate. SS lost the account or it got taken down, and then they got it back, and they got taken down, and then they got it back,
Yeah,
and then they got taken down, and then yeah.
I don't
uh,
understand that, man.
that's super unfortunate. Super
It doesn't
unfortunate.
make sense. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Okay, here we go. Yeah, thank you, Texas. So this must be they started a separate Instagram for the Texas store. It looks
Oh,
like.
okay, cool.
So it's Airsoft Evic, and then the other one, of course, is Evic Airsoft Official.
Yeah, and then
Um,
you have Evic Outpost dot
oh,
high
wait a
ground.
minute. So this can't be the specific one for Texas because this must be their original one, Airsoft Evic, because 340,000 followers.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so I
That's
want
the
to see.
original.
I'm going to bring this up on the screen because I want to see if this is the. Is this the
The
store?
store. Yeah, yeah,
Dude, that's cool, man.
yeah. So that's how big the store is. It's actually a lot bigger than that. That's taken from. Yeah. Look at all those people. Yeah, actually.
That's the event.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can see myself. I don't know if I can see myself. um.
Ooh, we
But yeah.
always do that.
Yeah, right. You're like, wait, I was here. No, but this is the yeah, look at that line, man. Look at that
Woo!
line. Yeah.
Bro.
So the line didn't start there. The line started on the other side.
So right here at this building, that where the front door is?
Yeah, where everybody's lined up at the building down there. Yeah. Yeah. So
Holy shit.
and if you look to the right, the pizza thing is to the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that line that you see, that
Yeah.
was like that was like 9, 10, 11 o'clock right there.
After they already opened.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. The
Well, I mean, they can only let so many people in the building at a time.
oh,
Fire
dude,
codes and shit.
dude, it was crazy. They were man, there was so many people in there. It was like bumping heads almost. Oh,
Not for you. You're tall enough, man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. You can
Hey,
see over everybody.
yeah. I was like, oh, they got this over there.
Everyone's like, "What? I
Yeah.
can't see anything."
um, but it's funny that you bring this up. So the angle I was telling you about was to that right. This store goes all the way back and then to the right again. Yeah, and this was when they were throwing out stuff and giving out free water. It was crazy, man. It
Oh,
was
that's cool.
crazy. Yeah,
Oh yeah, something
yeah. No, that was a mag.
looks
He
like a
threw.
magazine.
Yeah, Evike Matt threw a mag. Evic Matt threw a mag, bro. He was like, okay, so everybody put their hands up. it was like it was like if a mag hits you, we gotta stop. So please keep your hands up.
Yeah. Keep your hands up. Don't let it hit
Oh,
somebody in the face.
dude, there's some pushing, and when they start,
I'm
oh, dude,
sure.
when they started pushing, they were like, all right, we're gonna stop this. Like no more mag.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Oh, that was such a cool photo. And then their arena, that's the video.
Oh, this is the video. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, so this will give us kind of a tour.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, check it out, bro.
That was the firing range that you just saw there.
Oh, you could just take a gun in there and test it out.
Yeah, yeah. They have they sold the firing range too. It's an in-home installation.
Oh, what was it called? Attack
Uh,
Sense?
yeah, I think so. It was like $600, normally
The laser,
700. Yeah, yeah,
like the counts come up.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've talked to so many people, and that's really popular in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's been a handful of people I talked to out there. Yeah, I saw it. Okay, barely showed it, but yeah,
Yeah.
that is. I would love to have that system. That is another one that uses all this. No matter which one you go to, if they have that system, it tracks all of your progress, how quick you draw and
Yeah,
shoot, and
yeah.
accuracy, and all
Oh,
that
dude,
shit, bro.
it's so cool.
And
It's
you use
so
your airsoft gun. Like I thought it was an attachment you put on your airsoft gun that was a laser,
right, like the
but
real
it's
thing.
you actually shoot BBs at the targets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw a dude. He was practicing his quick draw, and he
Yeah,
was shooting at the target. I was like, wow, and it was like marking where he was shooting. Oh, it was so cool.
and it has a leaderboard as well,
Yeah, yeah. They were doing a shooting
worldwide.
competition. They were doing a shooting competition
That's
there.
cool.
Yeah, and whoever shot the best won some stuff. Oh, dude, it was super cool event, man. Super cool event. It was. I've never been to a grand opening for an airsoft event or an
Yeah.
airsoft place, and the last time I was in a big store that was that size was Airsoft GI here in Texas,
Oh shit.
and that was like when it first first um when it first started up, like when it first became the store out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I
It's
ha-
pretty cool. These guys are branching out. All these different the bigger companies like that from California. They're branching out.
oh dude, it's crazy. I'm actually really excited about it because like so many, like Texas has a lot of potential in airsoft. I was talking to somebody, a ref or an employee at HGA, which is High Ground Airsoft, and I was talking to them. High Ground Airsoft is the Evix field.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, if you didn't know, it's the
In
Evix
California.
field. No, no, no. They're in at the grand opening.
Oh, in Houston. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So High Ground Airsoft teamed up with
Gotcha.
Evic, or they already had, but they reopened and it's so it says Houston, but it's Cypress, Texas.
Gotcha.
So like a
Yeah.
lot of people think Houston. If you type in Houston, it probably won't come up, and it'll probably redirect
Oh,
you to Cypress, Texas. That's where it's at.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's cool, man.
yeah, there it was a super cool event. They were getting games in and out. The staff there was really great staff. They had some people from California come down to staff that day. Oh,
Nice.
it was crazy. There wasn't a lot of teams that I saw, like Speedsoft teams, but I mean, Panda was there. Um, some of the local airsoft guys, like the local airsoft guys.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, were there. And then people that had, so this was the grand opening. They had like a soft opening,
Right.
to get the store started and, make sure
Mm-hmm.
there's no faulties or, get everything ready.
Yeah.
And so there had been players that had been playing on the field. So they knew all the tips and tricks and the dips and
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, yeah. So they had an advantage, man.
The spawn camp window up there and
Yeah, yeah. They were there in like 3 seconds, bro. They knew where to go. I was like, oh, there's stairs. Let's go see.
that's
So,
funny.
yeah, yeah. So some of the guys that have been playing there were there, and so playing against those guys that like had the knowledge was really cool because like when I was playing with on their team, you would get into situations where the guy was like, "Okay, I'm gonna run through this door, which leads here, which goes to this green building," and you're like, "What?" Like
Yeah.
if I was a local player, I would understand, but I had zero idea. I was like, huh?
Well, that I was looking for on the. I was trying to see if they had some
A
pictures
field
of the layout.
overview or something. Yeah, they don't, as far as
Right.
I know. I don't think they have it anywhere. There's a couple videos on Instagram that are out that of players that you can see the field on, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, I was really glad you were able to go. Now, did you drive there by yourself?
no, actually, I didn't. My girlfriend and I drove there.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's cool
So,
that she went with you.
oh yeah. So my long story short, uh, my girlfriend's like my ride or die, especially in like airsoft, right? So like, what I mean by that is like, so she'll come like the days I go airsofting, she'll come and she doesn't even play. She'll just come.
Yeah.
And then she'll listen to me be like, "Oh, babe, look, I did this or I did that or blah 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 or I died like this or," and she listens to it even though it's annoying, I'm sure, but she listens to it. And so this event was like really cool, and so I wouldn't travel anywhere without her. So I personally go down there and check it out, and went down with her, and so that was really
That's
cool.
awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
after the event, because I played more on Saturday. So Saturday, I really like grinded the games. Like I played boom, 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 and I mean it was like walk out, 5 minute reload, walk back in. Like there were games after games after game Saturday too,
Yeah.
and so I played Saturday a lot. The grand open or Sunday. Oh man, Sunday I played a lot. Saturday was the grand opening day,
Right.
and
You probably spent
Saturday
most of your time checking out the store and all the different
I
things going on,
yeah. So Saturday I spent
vendors,
most of the time
eating free
e-
pizza.
eating free pizza, recording.
Right.
Yeah, my gun didn't work because of the heat, which was awesome.
Oh
So to
shit.
go back on the gun because we go everywhere. There's a lot of things about this event.
Yeah.
To go back on the gun, so one of them did. I only had one because of the rules, and so I had my tech, which is which my techs are Rogue Nation Airsoft, Rogue Nation Airsoft,
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation Airsoft.
I don't know if
Um,
I don't think I follow them.
they they're not big on any social media that I know of.
Gotcha.
Um, they they're a bunch of older guys, like
Yeah.
like they don't do social media. they're they're just
I'm about to prove you wrong, bro.
I know they have it, but anyways, yeah. So
No, you're right. They got 17 posts. That's yeah. They're. I
uh,
mean, they got some stuff, but
they
yeah,
don't
not a lot.
they don't really like keep it up to date.
Yeah.
So that's who my techs are. They do
Okay.
they do all my gun work. They've been doing my gun work for this last year. Um, I just haven't said anything about them because they didn't want me to say anything because it wasn't like any type of deal for them to say to me or
Yeah.
have me say anything. So, but they've been doing like all of my tech work. So all of my guns are tech by them.
Gotcha.
And they're really cool guys. And the Nick uh, is one of the owners of the Rogue Nation guys. He's the guy in the middle in that middle picture.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So their their thing, right? The Rogue Nation thing is to wear all black. So anytime you
Gotcha.
see them, no matter what, they're wearing all black. That's their kit, and I don't know if you can tell, but that's actually their jersey that they're wearing. It has their names on the side. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you can't tell, but it has their logo on the back and their names on the side and on the arms. It says each of their names and stuff. Yeah. So, but they host events and they tech guns and they've been in the airsoft community for like 25 years.
Wow.
They go to Milsums. yeah, and crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Like I said, they're just not really big social media guys.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool.
so, but they're yeah, they know a lot of people in the community. They're yeah, they're like I said, bunch of cool guys. But anyways, they tech my guns, and the reason why I brought that up is because I didn't have a gun for this event. Technically, I had my
Right.
AEG, but I didn't want to use the AEG. I wanted I wanted to compete with the Speedy Boys, so I had to use a HPA, right? I had the Speedy Speed Gam from Speedsoft Official, that holds the tank in the backpack like so comfortably,
Right.
and it has a strap in there so the tank doesn't fondle around or go anywhere. It's strapped to your back
Yeah,
in the
no
backpack.
fondling your tanks, people.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Don't fondle your tanks. You never know what's going to come out. um, they like to spray a lot, a lot of
Oh
air,
shit.
a lot of air, a lot of air. No, but anyways, no, but it's funny stuff. Um, so I had to use my HBA, right? So I gave them a gun that had a Titan in it. Well, the Titan was being wonky, and I had to use like the big, big, big lipo batteries, the like ginormous one that you're
Oh,
like, why do you have that? Like,
right.
I,
Right.
because it shot so fast and it killed the battery so quick, and it was programmed that way, but it was just not working.
Yeah.
So I didn't ever play with it. It just sat here, and
Yeah.
that was the gun that was on the live stream last time, sitting in the background, the
Gotcha.
gray and black gun. Well,
Yeah.
I ended up Polar Star jacking it, and yeah, Road Nation Airsoft Polar Star jacked it, and added a safety, and as a gift from them to me, they added a speed trigger for me to have for the event because I didn't
Oh
have a
shit.
speed trigger. Yeah, I didn't have a speed trigger, and they wanted me to have a speed trigger to be as effective as possible.
Right.
So they ended up giving me a speed trigger and then put it in my gun and surprised me with it, which was like, wow,
That is awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
that
Hell
that was
yeah.
that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So yeah. Anyways, I got that gun for the event because it has to have a trigger pullback as well. So it has to have a safety and it has to have some type of trigger pullback. It
Gotcha.
can't be a feather. It has to have some type of pullback.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the pullback has to be like half an inch or a full inch or like 2 inches or so. It had to be like a decent pullback.
Wow.
And yeah, it was something like that. It had to be a decent pullback.
Yeah.
And I don't know the full. It just I just I copied all the rules and sent it over to Rogue Nation. It was like this is the specs.
Dude, that's cool though.
So,
You have somebody you can rely on like that. That's
and
awesome.
anybody, so kind of a weird shout out, but if anybody wants to get their gun done by them, hit them up. They do
That's not weird at all,
major work.
man.
They
Yeah,
do
shout out
major
to
work.
Rogue Nation Airsoft, man.
Yeah,
They're in so are they close to you guys?
yeah, they're in the DFW area. Yes, sir.
DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth. Okay.
Yes, sir. But
Oh
yeah, but
yeah.
they do guns like people ship them guns and they do their guns like
Right.
yeah, they're really cool. They're just really low key. So the he did. I sent them over the specs. They gave me the gun. When I got the gun, it was like right before I was leaving, like in the morning at 7 a.m. I was about I was
Oh
about to
shit.
leave to go down to
Yeah.
Houston because I wanted to get there early and do some exploring. Have time to eat dinner, have a nice dinner, whatever. And so I got my gun like 30 minutes before I was supposed to leave, or an hour is supposed to let it leave. I shot 3 mags out of it, made sure it was good, made sure everything worked fine. There was no full auto at the event, had to be semi locked, so it was semi locked.
Right.
Um, so it worked, everything was good. Took it to the event, went to Chrono, tried a Chrono. The solenoid said, nope, it's
Ugh.
so
Why
it's
why is this such a common story, bro? You tested at home. It works fine. All you did was carry it to the car, carry it to the chrono, and it fucking takes a shit. This is such a common story.
there's not even a good shit. It's a bad shit. It's like yeah. Good luck replacing this right now shit. Like good
Oh,
luck wiping
dude.
me and walking away.
What?
No,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. So
You know what I'm understanding is airsoft guns have personalities, and one thing I've recognized is they don't like riding in the car. That must be what it is.
it's all the bumps. They're just like,
I guess.
all
They're
right,
like,
we're not gonna work.
Okay,
We're
that's
not gonna
it,
work.
bitch. I'm not working when I get there.
So
Oh, Jesus.
Saturday at the grand opening, the gun didn't work. So I was like, oh my
Jesus.
goodness. I call, Rogue Nation. I'm like, dude, the gun's not working. Rogue Nation's like, what? Because I've never had the situation. They were like, what's the issue? And I was like, everybody says it's a solenoid. It's just out. They were like, well, what happened? And I was like, nothing happened. I put it in the car. I took it there, took it out. It
Right.
didn't work. So they were like, okay, we'll fix it when you get back. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I wasn't too butthurt about it. I had my AG. My AG's kind of speedy. I was like, I'm not worried about it. So I played with my AG the first day. The second day, I don't know what possessed me, right? I don't know what possessed me
Oh,
to do this.
Lord.
But I said, you know what? I'm gonna see if this thing works. I hope.
Oh, you tried it again.
I tried it again. I said,
Oh,
dear,
definitely.
I said, dear God, please help me. Please, like,
Yeah,
whatever,
you got to pray over it before you start, pick it up and use it.
Yeah. So I prayed over it before I took it out the car. I said, Airsoft gods, please. I just want to try this gun out. It worked
Oh my
before it left.
gosh.
Anyways, so I ended up taking it to Chrono. I put it down. I'm looking at the guy with much disbelief on my face, like, ugh.
Yeah. Like, oh, go ahead. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see. And so the guy's like, I was like, there was a solenoid issue. I don't know, man. Just if you could try. I turned this way, with disappointment ready.
Yeah,
I'm just
just
like,
like,
"Ah,
okay.
here it comes. Do, 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 do. Now you got my full attention, right?
Right?
Full attention. There's no magging yet, so I'm like at the edge of my seat. I'm not even sitting down. I'm like standing over the counter. I'm like, is it working? Dude puts the mag in. Boop, 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 boop. It reads.
Oh, shit.
No way.
Oh,
No
that's
way. So
awesome.
I'm sitting there like, okay, maybe it's just the first couple. I'm like, hey, can you shoot her like a bunch, just real quick, just give her a couple love taps. Man's like, boop, 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 like 30 times. He was like, you want me to keep going? I was like, no, 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 no,
Oh, that's
no.
awesome.
Give me my gun before it breaks.
That is so cool. Now, so when you get, so like at a field like that, is there, once you leave the chrono, if you're not on the field playing, there's really nowhere to go shoot it, right? To test it out?
Yeah, so um on a field like that, so they did their loading dock was their chrono.
Yeah,
Like for the 18 wheelers, like the loading dock that swoops down and like 18 wheelers
right.
back up. Yeah. So they'd use that as like the shooting down range. And so it there wasn't really a like go and shoot anywhere else. You could just ask the chrono guy kind of shoot down the like, just like kind of
Gotcha.
anywhere, kind of shoot down the range. But and
Well, that's why I
that,
was asking because the indoor field that I went to with these guys a couple times, there's the same way. They have a couple of bay doors with loading docks that from
okay.
the building that they took
Yeah.
over or whatever,
Yeah.
and they'll that's kind of they have a barrel to clear your weapon, just like you have it like a regular fire, a real steel shooting range
Right, right.
with a bunch of sand in it, whatever, but um, so they'll chrono out the door, but really from there, there's nowhere even outside the building because there's other businesses around there. There's
Hmm.
really nowhere that you could go to like test your gun out before you get on the field. So once you go to chrono and you're sitting there, you're like, okay, it shot like three times at the chrono, but I don't know if it's going to be, ready to shoot when I get
Yeah,
on, by the time I get up there ready to
yeah,
play,
yeah, yeah. So that was kind
Okay.
of kind of the same thing because you couldn't really see like distance or like it was kind of hard to see. So it was kind of the same thing. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. So for the most part, people could shoot down range, but like I don't. As far as I know, only one person like ever asked.
Right. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's like there's nowhere once you leave the chrono. There's really nowhere like if you're waiting, let's say 30 minutes to go play,
yeah,
and you're standing there waiting, like I've already been chronoed, and you're just kind of in the back of your head like, okay, I know I chronoed 30 minutes ago, but I'm standing here. I moved it a certain way,
yeah,
and maybe the gun's going to be like, I'm done with you. Um, so, there's
yeah.
nowhere to step off to the side and just kind of, check it out before you step on the field. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
so that they had the staging area, and that was about it. Like you still had to go to Chrono to
right.
see if it even shot. But and another thing, which I wasn't familiar with, is the stock for your barrels, your barrel
Yeah,
stock,
barrel sock.
right?
That's a California rule.
So that's not a Texas normal
No,
rule. At least from my local fields, it's not because
no.
we play at outdoors. The minute you park, you're pretty much you can be geared and good to go.
So they made you keep the socks on.
Yeah, so you actually had to wear a barrel sock the entirety. Like even when they put you in the room, so they put you
Yeah,
in a room, give you a briefing, and the room's like secluded, so there's no like looking
right,
anywhere else, right? So the room's secluded. So the ref does his briefing, and then you go into the field through another door.
right.
So through that process, I mean, it was
Well, one, that's a California rule, and that's they're used to doing that. But also, I can see that for an event that big, where there's that many people there with a wide range of new airsofters. I mean, like brand new
oh
airsofters,
brand new people buying
never
guns for the
no
first
experience.
time. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then young kids that are with parents that have no clue what airsoft even is, let alone gun safety. Okay, so I can understand why they have that, so somebody's not standing in the store and then pow, oh,
Well,
you shot
yeah,
Johnny's eye
yeah.
out.
It's actually funny that you mentioned that. So we were standing in a line, and a cop rolled like in the parking lot, and there's like some people standing in line with their kits on. So we made a joke. We were like, "Yo, if these cops don't know what's going on, like, they're
They're gonna be like, what in the
yeah,
hell?
yeah, they're gonna be like,
What
yo,
kind of
we
convention
need
is
backup."
this? Right? Bring the SWAT vehicle.
Yeah, there, there's a lot of plate carriers out here,
No shit.
and I mean there were plate carriers with mags in, like
Right.
so. Luckily, luckily we didn't have any. I'm sure they told the local police, but there was no situation or any
Right.
problems. And for the most part, you couldn't walk. So the rule was you couldn't walk from your car to the event with a gun or technically your gear either, but that wasn't like a hard rule. It was more like the gun. So in order to walk from your car to the event, you had to have it in a gun case.
Oh, in the case, I got you.
Have to be in a gun case.
Yeah, got you.
So if you went like back to your car for something and then went, whatever, you
Right.
had to have your gun case for the gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
But like like at my local fields, you just
Well, I'm sure they won't do that like on the day to day, like their weekend games or
yeah,
whatever. I'm sure they're not going to make that a standard rule. It's probably just for an event that big,
yeah, yeah. So
I would imagine.
so um the the next day, so that Monday, after playing and everything for the event, I decided to go to Galveston.
What'd you go there for?
Oh, just because I've never been.
Galveston?
Yeah.
So what's in Galveston? Is that
Um,
close to Houston?
the beach. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So in the DFW area, we don't really have a beach. And the
Right.
closest beach to us is like Corpus Christi or Galveston.
Yeah.
And so we were in Houston. It's only an hour away from Galveston. So
Gotcha.
Why not
Oh,
go to Galveston?
that's where the humidity comes from. I was wondering why Houston's more humid than Dallas Fort Worth. Okay,
Yep,
gotcha.
the Gulf of Mexico's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to Galveston. That was really cool. That was really cool.
Okay.
We only spent like 4 hours there. That was it. Just a nice little, 4 hours, and then went back home.
Yeah. Well, that's a good trip, man. It sounds like you had a really good time, and you had your girlfriend there. Like you guys made a really cool weekend out of it.
Oh,
You
it
got
was a blast.
some cool shit. The how did you get the slaughter limited edition basically American flag slaughter one on the top there? So did you have to get in? Was that in the beginning
Yeah. So
when you
he,
first got there in that line
yeah.
you were in?
So he only had 50 of them, and there wasn't like a barrel. So there wasn't like a barrel, as in my bad. I lost train of thought. Ask me the question again so you can edit that shit out.
Yeah, how did you because you said there was only 50 of those patches,
Yeah.
the
So
slaughter ones.
yeah. So there's only 50 of these, and
So
so
you there was a separate line or something for it.
no, actually, he was in the store. He was in the store, the Evike store, and there wasn't Slaughter Projects banner. There wasn't
Yeah,
a little vendor
little
shop
vendor
there.
set up.
There was a small, inconspicuous table, kind of in the middle of the store, a little off to the side, with Slaughter Patches, or Slaughter Patches, Slaughter Project,
Yeah.
the KWA boys were there, and they were sitting there, and without knowledge of what their stuff looked like, you wouldn't have known. They had like a couple shirts.
Uh,
They had a couple shirts and one American patch just sitting there. Just one. Just cold. Like you would have nonchalantly like
what?
passed it. Yeah, yeah. You would
Well,
have.
here I wonder if it's. I'm gonna share the screen again because I think it's. So there's the KWA thing
Ah,
right here.
yeah, yeah. So he's. I don't know if you can tell, but where your cursor is
Yeah.
right where his booth kind of was, right there with the KWA. But the only
Okay.
things he had right there was a couple of shirts and his patch. That was it. So if you like out of the entire store, you know what I mean? That's an easy like glance over.
Right.
That's an
Yeah.
easy glance over. And so I actually walked up and I was like, Slaughter? And he was like, yes, sir. And I was like, bro, like I didn't even know that I thought he was on the outside vendors.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I wasn't the only one. As far as I know, everybody I talked to thought he was an outside vendor.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I actually told some of my buddies, they were like, bro, where's the slaughter patch? Where's the slaughter patch? And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you don't know where it is? Like I kind of messed with them. I was like, oh, you don't know where it is? I was like, man, I hope he still got some.
Oh shit.
And they were like, bro, that's not funny. Where is he? But I was like, yo, he's right over there. And they were like, get out of my way, and like went over there. But I, so I I asked him because I knew that it was a big thing. Like there was people saying like, I'll pay $300 for that patch. I'll pay two
Holy
hundred
shit.
dollars for that. Oh, dude. Yeah, it was on somebody's story. I'm not gonna add him out there because I don't know if he wants that business out. He put it on his story, but I don't want to, But yeah, so he was like $200 or $300. He'll buy the patch. I was like, what? Oh, that's crazy. And he wasn't the only one. And I was like, bro, that's crazy. And somebody messaged me, one of my buddies actually that I traded patches with. Indie Outlaws. It's Ghost from Indie Outlaws, and I traded patches with him, and he messaged me. He was like, "I'm not going to the event. Could you do you mind buying me one of those patches, whatever? You don't have to, but if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if he has them, I will buy you one, you know? And so he was like, bro, no way. Anyways, yeah. So I actually bought four.
Oh shit.
So I asked
Dude.
him because I knew that they were in like demand. I asked him, I was like, hey, is there a limit on how many I can buy? Right? Because if I can only buy two, I was going to buy me one and then the dude that asked me.
Right.
But he was like, no, there's no limit. So I almost bought 10 of them just because. But I didn't want to be like that guy, that
Yeah.
like that ruined it for, X other amount of people. So that actually went to the event and paid to, what I didn't want to be that guy. So I only bought four of them.
Yeah.
One for my buddy that couldn't go, one for Rogue Nation as a gift for thank you for the speed trigger, because
Right.
then they have a limited edition patch that never going to be made again. There's only 50 of them, in existence. Like,
That's
uh,
cool.
so, and then the other patch was I don't know. I think it's gonna be like my patch wall patch. Not my wear everyday patch, just in case.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, that was pretty neat, man. That was pretty neat. And I got a bunch, dude. I got a bunch of patches, and I'm a patch fiend. Okay,
Yeah,
like
dude.
like
Well,
I don't know if the backpack says it all. I got the front and back is patched up. I wear patches on my arms sometimes. I'm a patch fiend, man. Like if you're like I got a patch, I'm like, oh, what does it look
oh shit.
like?
Well, it sounds like I need to send you one. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
trifecta, you better send me a patch, man.
Hell yeah.
I'll even buy it from you, no problem, no problem. I'll wear it
Yeah,
too.
man.
Proudly, I'll wear. I'll be like, yo, you know who this is? No. But nah, that's because I just want to, try to support airsoft and the airsoft community as much as possible.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely, man.
like
Yeah, me
as
too.
much as possible. And that's what you're doing with your podcast, and you
Right.
being the airsoft industry doing what you're doing. This is your thing for it.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
that's what's really cool is you have your own little thing for it.
Yeah,
And so
I'm really enjoying bringing people together and getting. Well, that's why I started with these podcasts. That's why I started kind of if somebody brings up something, like giving a shout out or talking about something. If they have some kind of social media, I want to bring it up and show it on screen in case somebody watches. Oh, they never heard of that one, and then they
right,
go follow them, and then
right,
And
right.
speaking of that, anyone that's watching or listening, if you have, if you see somebody on here that that somebody mentions like Slaughter or all the other guys that we've mentioned on here, and you go follow their page, their Instagram page or whatever, let them know that you definitely them. Let them know that you found them through our podcast. Say, hey, Trifecta Airsoft, sent me over here or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and shout out to
oh
Blue
yeah,
Mag for sure. I did the podcast with the guy, Blue Mag, the owner.
yeah. Austin.
Yeah, Austin,
Yeah,
man.
dude, great guy. So
Yeah.
I'm in like the season 2 sponsors for Blue Mag,
Yes.
and I made it. I didn't think I was because like I applied when I was at like not I had no type of followers, and I applied for season 2, and I
Yeah.
was like, I told them I was like, this would be a great like investment, right? Like I promise you, I'm going to grow. I'm like, pleaded. I was like, I promise, I'll show you growth. You'll see an exponential amount. Like, I'm trying to take this serious.
Everyone says that. Okay.
Okay, well, mine was a little bit more sincere.
Oh well, that makes all the difference.
I batted my eyes and I, plucked my eyebrows.
Oh, there you go.
You know, oh man, no, but no, great group of guys. Everybody that's like partners with them are a really amazing group of people.
Right.
Their company is veteran owned and veteran operated.
Yeah.
They're really I don't know how much I can disclose about potential deals with other people, but I'm trying to help them, you know, branch out not just to airsoft individuals, but to airsoft stores, airsoft
Right.
fields, right?
Yeah.
So, I've given a field a bottle, a half a bottle, and I was like, here, try them out. They work for me. They've worked for a lot of other people, whatever.
Right.
And out of that field tried it, and they were like, wow. And
Mm-hmm.
I won't put anybody out there, but they put it up there with like top of the top BB come like HGA,
Yeah.
like H or HGA, HPA, even them, they were like these might be better than them.
Yeah.
So for an airsoft field to say that is really crazy. So there, look out for Blue Mag Airsoft at your
For
local
sure,
airsoft
man.
field.
Well, they got yeah, and they've got a lot of good plans coming up too. You know,
Oh,
like a good
oh yeah.
business plan that he's want to accomplish. So
Oh yeah, dude.
it's good.
Bringing so much stuff to the airsoft community. Like I said, I don't know how much I can disclose, but bringing so
Yeah.
much stuff to the airsoft community. Like if you don't know who Blue Mag Airsoft is, you need to know.
Oh yeah, and you
Bruh.
definitely know very soon because they're growing. They're
Oh,
growing.
you will know very soon if you don't. Like if you're watching this and you've never seen a trifecta podcast, subscribe to Trifecta. Go
Oh,
to
thanks, brother.
Instagram, follow, subscribe costs nothing. A follow costs
Right.
nothing. It is
Right.
it is a simple I show support. Boom, there you go. Never have to worry about it
Absolutely.
again. Never
Yep.
gotta worry about it again. And if you don't want to tune in afterwards, I mean that sucks. But hey, drop the subscribe.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. And speaking of that, if anyone's listening to this on a the audio like an actual podcast app, do us a favor and go give us a review, a rating and review on that app, whichever one you use, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Google or Amazon Music. We're on all those, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Go give us a review on there and a rating because that's how the podcast will get suggested to other people that follow, that use those different apps or whatever. So it's the best way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super cool by the way that you do that. Like the
Yeah.
amount of like growth and the amount of like exposure you give yourself, right? Because you could have limited yourself to Spotify, Apple Music, and whatever, but instead you're like, okay, what more can I bring?
Yeah.
Our Heart Radio, like the it to me that's super cool that you do that, bro. It really is.
Thanks, man.
Like I thought that when I first like met and like looked up on the website and looked at you and looked up, on the YouTube, and I was like, I did my stalking, but
Yeah. I mean, that's how you research.
right, that's how you do it.
It's
I
not
mean,
stalking, it's research.
yeah, well, that that's what the business world calls it, okay?
Exactly.
It's just like how we talk about hanging out with people. It's a fancy term called networking.
Exactly.
We
Yeah. No shit, right? Yeah, we got all these terms, like Netflix and chill.
no. I,
Oh yeah.
I saw something the other day. It was like I don't want a Netflix and chill. I want a Netflix and chili. Where's that at?
Oh shit.
Netflix and chili. I thought that. Oh man, that was funny.
Well, listen, man, it's been thank you so much for coming on here. It's been awesome talking with you.
Oh, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for the opportunity to jump back in here and be on a podcast with you. And it's always
Yeah, dude.
fun, and we could. I mean, we've talked a lot longer now, thankfully, because I loved talking to you last time. So I hope that all the
I'm
best
glad.
to you and yours, and I hope your family's doing okay. By the way.
Yeah, we're all doing good, man. We're jamming. We got all the kids are busy. We're busy every weekend with our kids and then the grandkids and then
Wow, wow,
yeah, I started uh, a program, a nutrition program. Or not nutrition. I just started getting up early and working out in the morning like I used to.
hell yeah, dude! I
So I
remember saying
started that.
like you were gonna try to do that. That's dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, way to put it. Way to get on
Oh
it.
yeah.
A lot of
So
people
I'm
are
on a
like,
90-day thing now. So I'm not drinking for 90 days. Cleaning my system out, tons of water. And
Yeah.
then I work out. I get up at 6. I have a couple of tree stumps out here, so I'm chopping wood for like 45 minutes, and then
Wow.
yeah, and then
Wow.
so by this time of night, I am so calm and relaxed, especially without the alcohol too, because
Yeah.
I'm not half drunk, but halfway through the podcast. So, I mean, I feel good, man. I feel really good. I'm doing great with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. So,
Dude, that's
it,
awesome. I'm super happy that you and yours is doing good. I'm super happy to hear that, you're because I don't really text you often because you're busy and
right.
I'm busy, whatever.
Oh,
But
yeah, it's
that's super glad to hear that you've been doing well. And I peep in on the podcast here and there, so I see,
sure.
I keep
Oh,
up to
yeah.
date a little bit. But I just wanted to check in. I'm glad that you're doing good.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. Well, listen, bro. We'll do it again soon.
Oh,
It's a pleasure talking with you for real.
Oh man, like I said, I appreciate that. For you to say it's a pleasure talking to me, it's a pleasure talking to you. But so I
Oh
appreciate
yeah.
it, man.
I
Thank
love hearing your
you.
stories, man. It's cool. I'm really glad you went to the event and had a good time. It's a great experience you'll never forget.
Oh yeah, for real. I mean, out of any airsoft experience I've had, this has been like one for the books for sure. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
it's been one for the books for sure. My first grand opening for an airsoft store,
Right.
my first grand opening for an airsoft field.
Mm-hmm.
Like it, and to meet all the speed softers, right? Because a lot of speed softers like know me on like social media,
Right.
or they like know me from my local fields, but they like most of the time don't know me. So to have met some of the speed softers, or some of the local known speed softers, and for them to recognize like my skill level, that
Right.
that was a huge thing, like, because I was like, "Oh, man, I'm gonna get stomped coming into this, like, stuff," right? I was like, "Man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get stomped," and, I had my occasions, right, where I was like, "Ah, yep, can't do that here. I can do that there, but I can't
Gotcha.
do that here." But,
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, though, it was a blast, and it was a awesome experience, and definitely, like I said, definitely one for the books, man. It was great.
Awesome. Well, listen, everybody. You guys go check out Honey Badger. If you're not following him on Instagram, it is call sign Honey Badger. Check him out. Uh, and your YouTube.
Yes, call sign dot
It,
honey badger, same thing as
that's
Instagram.
right.
Yep, yep, call sign
Hell
dot
yeah.
honey badger. It's stupid, simple, easy.
If this is the first time that you guys are going over and checking him out, if you heard about him from us from this podcast, then let him know. Share the love. Let him know that you found out from this podcast and heard his stories and stuff. So
Man,
hell yeah.
thank you, brother.
All right, brother. You have a good night, man.
Hey, you have a blessed night. You stay woke.
All right, brother.